Hopefully we don't shut down. I think this is going longer than what it has done. So we are potentially now live for the evening. Okay, so I believe we are good to go. Pep, if you want to introduce and have a little chat, I'm just going to make sure I send the right link to the guys and we can share it with the community.
Yeah, hopefully somebody is in the chat and can give us the thumbs up that this is actually working.
Yeah, we just need a new link. It will be going to the wrong one, I believe. I can't see any viewers at the moment.
No, we got people waiting, I think.
Okay, right. Home your viewers.
You got 14 waiting at the moment.
Okay, this has got it here, so I just need to share that link, and I believe we're good to go.
You got 14 waiting at the moment.
That's fine. Okay, how do I share that? There we go. Share that from that WhatsApp.
Okay, you've put that in the WhatsApp stream.
Yeah, so they should be able to share that now. There we go. We're getting 10 viewers, so people are finding it and getting there now. So hopefully that is a video. Right, so we are here. We are 12 minutes away from kickoff. Let me again.
And we've got some exciting news about what we should expect today.
Yeah, let's see if I can get that up. Again, you have to bear with me tonight. I've taught myself this new program in about a day, everybody. So give me a break. Right, so that now should flash along the bottom of that screen. So what have we got here? So it says the Tannoy is playing some 80s tunes at Ellen Road, and the Scouts
loving
it.
What could that mean?
I don't know.
80s tunes.
I mean, I love 80s music. It is my favourite, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of the second one. The second one sounds bad for anyone that's got Man United players, I would assume.
Yeah.
Unless of course it could be that that Tottenham are so fired up that they get a man sent off pretty early. That could be interesting.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, if they come out all fired up and go in with a red card early, imagine that against Manchester United.
I thought more of a Tottenham early goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one's very confusing. It doesn't really say much. 80s tunes. What would the link of that be with?
No idea.
Tunes? And then obviously the third one's about the Argentinian players.
Now, is Forlan Argentinian?
No, Uruguayan.
Uruguayan. Okay.
I've did a little bit of research in the limited time I had. I made out Torrico, Sava, Vuoso, Veron, and Basadas.
Veron's one that I almost picked. So
yeah, Sava will be very popular this week. So speaking of that, I'm going to have a quick look on the tweets on the side. So we'll scroll down a little bit for what we've missed. So ownership of goalkeepers as that's playing now. Me learning my bits. So I'm going to just show the expected goals. So from my data below, it will show what I was expecting tonight, basically. So Thomas Sorensen is the main man in goal. 55% of teams with him. You've got Bosnich, Van der Sar, and Martin. I think we're both on Sorensen, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm on Sorensen.
Yeah.
So
me too.
Yeah, come on Sunderland.
Yeah. Home defenders. So you've got Hart, Gronkshire, and Stanek.
Who are you with?
I've got Stanek there.
Okay, I've
You're
gone
on
with
Hart.
Hart.
I will display our teams in a minute when we've gone through these.
I felt this week there was like a conundrum with who to pick in terms of I knew which teams I wanted,
mm-hmm.
and I kept just pushing them into different positions.
Yeah.
So like because with this one player from each team, it gets quite interesting because you can say you want a Chelsea player, but do you want a defender or a forward? You can say you want a Man United player, but do you want a midfielder or a striker?
It has a knock-on effect. I had Zola in my team the majority of the time. I almost went to Bosnich and then went with Stanek. I think for me, the biggest learning curve last week was how well the defenders and goalkeepers scored. I think a one-goal striker doesn't really do it.
I haven't really got my head around the scoring system yet.
No.
Especially when they changed it last minute and gave the defenders a little bit of a boost, didn't they, with the half-time clean sheets?
They're powerful. I mean, again, like last week, Rude did score, didn't he? I think he got one.
Yeah, Rude scored early, actually, didn't he? He scored the first goal last week.
But Silvestri was the better pick. Those other points made it much stronger. So with me this week, in fact, I'll flick on our teams now. That'll be a bit easier to discuss.
I've gone with Hart. So far I've got the template at the moment.
Yeah, Hart was in my team the majority of the time. Again, I changed it late for Stanek. I kind of decided against Zola, and I thought I'd gamble on Stanek. Away defenders, Bjornaby there. John Harley, I thought that was a bit of a sneaky peek for me, a sneaky pick, but he's there. Wow, we've got 175 viewers according to my thing at the moment.
Wow, amazing.
I think it's 193. Jesus, I think it's on Twitter as well. Lots of people can jump on and see it and whatnot.
Yeah, no pressure then.
Yeah. Home midfielders, so Zola, highly owned, Veron, Bowyer, and Beckham. So you can see in my team there, I've gone for Bowyer. Hopefully he will do well.
So I'm on the template again. I'm on Zola, so that's free. I mean that away defender was really tough.
Yeah, hardest one this week.
You can tell from the highly owned players and the percentage of them that everyone seems to be on a different away defender. That's clear.
I think the one thing I have learned from last week is I tried to be template, and I actually found that despite me, we went through these last week, and I had either first or second, and I think they listed 5 players in every position last week, and I had first or second in each home and away position, and yet my game week rank was pretty poor. I was down in like 200 or something. I think I scored 23 points. It's quite disappointing for me last week. Let me just have a look at that actually.
I think I was down somewhere near 23 as well.
Yeah,
sort of 300 mark in terms of game week rank.
So those
people that did something different was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I had Van Nistelrooy and Phillips, who both got a small return, but they only got me 5 and 4 points, which isn't enough really. Keane got me 2, Pedersen got me nothing, Hart got me 6, who was my best scorer, and I had Hippier and Given with 3 each. So yeah, I've pummeled into the defence a little bit this week. I think midfielders are probably a better option again if they do go off. I think 2 assists from Bowyer probably work out better than a goal for Viduka in lots of the situations with clean sheets and whatnot.
Yeah, I was tempted by Beckham and Veron, but in the end I went with Rude. But yeah, I could have had any combination in that instance. Away midfielder. Sorry, it's Mal Bronx, the top man. I've gone with Benabia. I could have gone with Carboni, the guy underneath him, in 3rd place. I never considered Damien Duff though. Didn't fancy that at all, but who knows?
No, that was process of elimination from the other teams. Just having a look in the chat. Alex Reynolds says total eclipse of the heart. So that might be an Ian Hart one for you.
Yeah.
I like that. Argentinian Vioso from Moyd. And James said, first one could be a young player, someone born in the 80s, possibly there. Away midfielders, having a look at that as well. Mal Bronx, surprising. Benabia, Carboni, and Duff. I didn't think anyone else would be on Duff. I'm quite surprised other people did that. I thought that was me being a bit differential there. And strikers, Rude is highly owned, 52%.
Yeah, I'm on Root this week.
We are there. Right, I just got very confused because one of my laptops says it's 8 o'clock exactly, and this one says it's 57. So
yeah, I've got 57. I'm 3 minutes away from kickoff, I think.
Yeah, this one is slightly wrong for some reason. And yeah, we have so lots of people on Sava, a few people on Shearer, York, Anelka. I very nearly went for Andy Cole. He's one I had at the very last minute, but then changed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty template here. I've got Sava, Van Nistelrooy. Yeah, I've got a pretty template team according to the ownership.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No. And I can see us there on the stream. 258 views. 268 I'm making at the moment. I presume that can't all be at one time. There's not that many Sados that watch Champman like us. But maybe they flicked on for a second. So yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Darren's going to get jealous, isn't he? You're getting more viewers than the Man On podcast.
Yeah,
already.
exactly. Yeah, I haven't even advertised it. So yeah, while we get started, maybe name some of your favourite 80s songs. What do I like from the 80s? The Fatback Band I Found Loving. That's a good one of mine.
Yeah, give us some hints in the chat who you think might be the 80s.
Yeah, I think that Total Eclipse of the Heart might be bang on. So you might be on.
That'd be good. I would like that. That'd be excellent if that happened.
So again, yeah, just to tell everyone with how I plan to do this tonight. So I'd never used this app before. I've tried to teach myself within the last 2 days to make sure we've got a stream, as the Man On boys couldn't do it. I will be refreshing off one laptop. So one thing I will say, and I can maybe do my little bit of fancy message as I'm here now, is to please make sure we are not putting spoilers in the chat. Yes, you might get the goal first on your phone, but let us. Again, lots of people like to watch this live and get it from that. I will try to update from my phone, update from my laptop, and I have to individually add in all the scores as they happen. So if you see me typing away, that's me, a busy man. As I said to Pep earlier, maybe we'll get 2 people on in the future ones, and I'll hide in the background and do a captain.
Yeah, Andrew's got a lot of work on his hand here. I'm just here for the chat.
Yeah,
he's doing all the stream, all the updates, everything. So he's working as 2 people here.
Yeah, here for the community. So I'm making it. That is very almost kickoff time.
Yeah.
We are kicking off right now at 8 o'clock. So here we are. We will refresh and see our first tweets. I've got this auto refresh thing, but God knows whether it works. I'm going to give it a proper one to begin with. Not going to do that every time because that'll be annoying for everyone. Hopefully not anyway.
Yeah. Do you know if they've turned off the flashing goal alerts?
By the looks of it, yes. So that is on our screen at the moment. We have a grey with white text kickoff. I think a few people's epilepsy were not doing well last week.
Yeah, that was nuts last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it wasn't too bad for me on this because I'm only seeing it in the background there. But yeah, I wouldn't have fancied watching it on the telly.
Yeah,
so it says, we are underway around the 7 grounds in action tonight, and let's find out what chaos is in store for you all in the next 2 hours. So there's been a few mentions of that, and Andrew's mentioned that in the chat as well, that he said enjoy the chaos. So I think it's going to be a little bit interesting tonight, basically.
Yeah. So who are we on for first goal scorer? Got their names in the chat?
Yeah.
Who are we going for?
Yeah, put them in. I will go with... I don't know. Is it something to do with that Ellen Road one? Is it something to do? You mentioned... See, I thought it would be a Tottenham goal. But then you said
sending off for a penalty.
Red card. I'm going to go I'm going to go Tarico, Tottenham, getting the Argentinian Tottenham madness in there for their start.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Yeah, the Argentinian and Tottenham kicking off well at the first half could be, or he could be getting sent off.
Yeah, it very much could happen. Not sure how well that's going to work. I look like I'm having to refresh it almost on the minute, but So will be.
I'll keep refreshing it as well.
Yeah. So yeah, second tweet of the night. So who's going to be your hero tonight? Are you going to leave, and who is going to leave you crying in the rain? What do they mean by that? Hero. So Sava. He wears that little mask when he scores, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't remember Sava actually. I don't remember him from back in the day.
Yeah, he had a little. He used to wear a little like superhero mask when he scored.
Yeah, I tend to try and pick players that I can remember as well. I don't know whether that's. I mean, some people playing this game won't even have been around at the time, but
yeah,
I tend to want to pick the players that I knew and I liked.
Yeah, you do get drawn to him. Again, I'm very much suckered in from the last game. Again, you are very suckered into your likes of your postman and your stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've just seen. I'm keeping up to date on my phone, so my phone is definitely quicker than this. So I will try to maybe call.
Yes, I think there's been an update from
Yes, we have
Everton.
Yeah, a Kevin Campbell one. So Kevin Campbell has just gone close for Everton, who have started very well. He goes on a solo run before firing a shot that Friedel does well to turn behind for a corner. So that's a save from that. We do have also a chance at Man United, so close. So it's for Veron. Silvestri goes on another run and fires into the near post where Veron beats Sheringham in the air, but the header crashes against the bar. So
Close from the Argentine.
Yeah.
So there he is, the Argentine.
Yeah, one. I say there's a few in the game. I think I went through it with you earlier. We said Tarico, Sava, Vuoso, Veron, and Basadas. I think are the potential ones there. Here we go. Right. According to me, I think we have some news. And we are going to Everton. Well, there's been a goal for Everton. Rosinsky has scored it with Kevin Campbell getting the assist.
Did you ever think about going for an Everton player? Ever considered that during your picks?
They didn't have the worst data in the world. They were they look expectant to win the game.
Yeah.
But I think there was better home options. I think the home ones I was really set on. I think I looked at Chelsea, I looked at Man United, and maybe for the quality of Leeds going for them. I think with worse fixtures for other teams, they would have been one. Rosinsky, he won't go mad again. If you've got him, great, fair play to you. But that's probably going to be a 5-pointer from him, I would say.
And of course, clean sheet wipeout for Blackburn. I think a few people would have been on the Blackburn defenders, possibly.
Yeah. So you've got, I think Bjornaby was the most well-owned defender, so that would have ruined a few people there. There's a little bit of flash from the Everton one. That's not too bad.
So I'll give you the update on the goal. A rapid start from the home side at Goodison. Kevin Campbell had time to set a ball into the box where Friedel flaps at it, and Rosinsky is left with the simplest of tasks to put Everton one up.
Yeah.
A dubious assist for Campbell.
He's got away with that one. So yeah, Kevin Campbell, good for him to do that. I think he's in ill health in real life at the moment. So nice of him to get some positive news about himself there. If we can try and get the chat a bit more lively. According to my views, it says there's 348. There's no way that's live views. But yeah, I think a lot of that's coming from Twitter with 300 on there and 48 on the YouTube, according to me. So yeah, please get involved in the chat and let's see how we get on.
Do you think that Rooney will ever get a game? I know his game's been updated, but
yeah, he plays in a lot of my sims. Normally about 20 odd games a season. He will play. Right, we have some news from Man United. So Ruud van Nistelrooy has just blown a big chance. Phil Neville comes with some great work down the right and puts in a teasing crossing, and the Dutchman has the beating of Richards in the air, but it pings off his head and over the bar. So again, not great for me. I was hoping for Ruud. He can't.
Long way to go in that one.
Nahal's just said he's gone missing again. Hopefully not. with me again, he scored 20 goals in the 18 Simzo run, and in one of the games, they won 6-0, and he scored 5 and set up the other goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's unbelievable. I don't think, as much as I liked other people like Hasselbank and stuff this week, I couldn't go without him there.
And in real life, I think Man United pretty much spanked Tottenham during this period.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's built into the game.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely did. So we're going to St Mary's now, where Svensson is pulling the strings for Southampton, and he plays the ball over the top for the lively Pahars, who volleys the ball, and Van der Sar does well to keep it out. So a save point there for Van der Sar. Doesn't look good for my Fulham defender in Harley this week. Southampton are pretty pants, but this is a game they generally did pretty well in. Again, I'm going to quickly flick to suggested goals, which will just give a bit more as has been. In fact, I need to be updating this. I'm slow on that. That's what I need to do. So Everton are 1-0 up.
Yeah, it's been a quiet start though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Chapman can normally kick on in the first half. It's normally the lull in the second half that we get.
And that's our only goal so far, isn't it?
Very quiet start to the first half. Mind you, we're only 7 minutes in.
So we are there. Let's see if my technical skills are working well. And we have an update with, Everton showing there as 1-0. And I've managed to spell Radzinski correctly. And
well done, mate.
Assist. I'm not sure I'm going to put the assist in there all night. That might be a bit too.
Might be a bit much, mightn't it?
We'll see how I get on. So another message from Man United. So here we've got Rude again with a chance, but this one he should have really scored. The lively Ron puts it on a plate, but the wasteful Dutchman can only play.
Only a matter of time, surely, before Man United score.
They've got to.
I just can't see Tottenham holding out, but
yeah, they are there. I believe we have some news from the Stadium of Light as well. So I will refresh an update from there. Yeah, so first chance of the night at the Stadium of Light. So Stephen Wright puts in a cross, or butts in a cross even, from the right, and David Piper is free in the box, but he only could smash the ball wide of the post. So it says it's an open game there. I thought that one was a bit on the dour side. There were a couple of free ones and stuff there.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping for a 0-0 in that game. So I don't want any chances because I've got the Sunderland goalkeeper, got a West Brom defender. So 0-0 will suit me down to the ground, to be honest. But no doubt Frenchie's throwing a goal in there, and we won't get what we want.
Stephen Hamilton, can see you in the chat testing. I think he did I remember seeing him in the chat last week. He did really well with some of his picks. I believe he had Solano and so on. Nahal is lively and carrying the chat for us so far. Well done, mate. One of the Man On podcast boys are there. But they are not. Right. I have some further news incoming as we refresh on the main screen. It is good news for me and anyone else who owns a Man City asset of the Argentinian Vuoso has scored for Manchester City. So that is my striker. I am pleased with that. That's a very good start for me.
What made you go for him over Anelka?
It was the matchup. I think he was playing against Glenn Johnson.
Right.
And I just don't rate Glenn Johnson much as a player, and went in from there basically. So that
Glenn Johnson was a fullback, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So that was a bit of he wasn't in my team until about 6 p.m. I would say. He was
okay. So first return to you.
Yeah. So happy with that one. That's good for me. I will type away and add in our scores here.
Okay. I'll give you an update on that, and it's with the Man City lead. Benabia picks up a loose ball and smashes a shot against the bar. Winterburn reacts quickest, but Vuoso nips in before coolly slotting past last week's hero, Bywater. Drama at Ellen Road. I can hear that Dionne Warwick song again. What does that mean?
Oh, So,
over to Ellen Road.
Is that there? Yeah, we should have that any second now. Oh dear. You are not going to be happy.
Oh no.
So, Ian
That's
Hart.
a disaster.
We have some bad news. So, heartbreak for Ian Hart. He's picked up a gashed toe and is replaced by Dominic Matteo. So, how will this impact Leeds? And we're about to find out back to Ellen Road, where I'm hearing there is an Australian connection.
That'll be Kjell and Viduka, will it?
I don't think Kjell's playing, so maybe that's possibly a Viduka goal incoming. But
yeah,
Leeds have about 5 Australians. They've got loads in that squad. Who is it? Not many starters, but a fair few within that team that do it.
What is it with Ian Hart on this game, though?
I know. I had him in. I took him out. It was scary to take him out.
He's such a troll.
Okay. Yes. So
we got the goal. The goal has come in.
Yeah, we have a goal at Leeds. A mini Australian connection, so a bit of disappointment for Viduka fans, as the goal has been made by McPhail and scored by Robbie Fowler. Oh, did they put that GIF in of him scoring against Birmingham on purpose for me?
Yeah, I reckon that's the main account having a little pop at you there, mate.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, they did me over with Carruthers last week. I got a lot of stick on that one. So
30 minutes, 1-0.
A few people might have McPhail. I wouldn't have thought he'd be that highly owned. Fowler, again, he does score the odd goal, but he's just I don't know why you'd ever pick Fowler over Viduka for me.
He was prolific in the actual Premier League, wasn't he? Fowler,
in real life,
scorers, but for some reason in this game he just doesn't have the stats to back up the true life form.
No, he was a finishing machine. Him and Ian Wright was always my favourite. Just an absolute goal scoring machine.
Of course, McPhail is a bit of a throwback from season 1. He had
he's a good player. He's very capable. So just getting some news now about the goal that was scored at Leeds. So let's get it on the screen before I start reading it. So immediately after the blow of Hart coming off, they score. Ironically, Leeds have a free kick that McPhail whips in and Fowler nips in ahead of Given to give Leeds the lead. One day, Robbie might make a good manager in Australia. Oh, I suppose that's a link. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
it
is. I suppose the most painful thing, not only is your player off and he's injured, he would have took that free kick, which potentially then went in.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, we were saying how valuable the defenders were these days with the scores they can get, and of course he can hit big scores, but he's not even going to get a potential half-time clean sheet.
We have a goal. We have a goal at West Ham. So West Ham have pulled it back to 1-1. So it was a man shitty there. I didn't even mean to do that. Clean sheet wipeout. TT Kamara has scored. Again, not a bad player in the Sims. I don't think he would have been that highly owned this week. Bit disappointing for those that have punted on Canute there.
No assist.
No assist. So I'm sure we'll get some type of thread in a minute about how it happened.
Yeah. How do you feel about no assists, especially in this and FPL? Do you think there should be assists for every goal, no matter what?
The majority of them. There are some really weak ones in FPL, but when certain things happen, we have to see the description. Really, I think they happen as and when they come.
It's a fun game, and more points for more players is presumably
more points, more prizes, more fun.
That's exactly.
We always like.
So the goal there, a response from the Hammers. Kamara sent the ball into the path of Carrick, and he had a cracking effort that Schmeichel could only parry back to Kamara, and the following up the rebound to level things up. 1-1, 14 minutes.
So I'd be happy with assists to be given that. I think if you've had a shot on target and it's been saved, I don't think there's anything wrong if someone scores a rebound, you having an assist. Because
Yeah,
if
so we
you did
think
that in real life, you'd feel like you made that goal.
So what, justice for Carrick? Is that what we're campaigning for here?
Yeah, justice for Carrick. And he does well in, again, some of the sims. He's done quite well. Just checking back in the chat as well. Darren did join us in. Vioso, so on that. Mark Dorney, so all the love in the world. Total blank of the heart. Quiet first half so far. Almost went with heart 2 from Scala. Mark Dorney looks like he's gone for McPhail.
Hate to interrupt you, mate. We've had another goal.
We do have another goal.
And it's at the Stadium of Light.
Stadium of Light. Okay, chat is working good. Had a few issues there. Yeah, so our goal from the Stadium of Light. Sorry, I'm doing 1,000,001 things at once. So Kevin Kilban has scored and Jason McAteers has given the assist. I don't think that will be the goal that many Sunderland picks would have gone for.
No.
Quite hard this week. They picked quite a weak defence.
But it is disappointing for me because I'm on a West Brom defender.
Yeah.
So that's a clean sheet wipeout for them in early on, and you really want them to go deeper so that you at least get the half points for the first half clean sheet.
Yeah. Yes, Sigurdsson, I had him in a few of my early picks. Is a good player. I still wouldn't write him off getting an 8 or a 9, despite being 1 goal down.
Yeah, I watched your stream earlier on in the week, and that's where I picked him up from.
Yeah,
I was really struggling for that away defender. That was so difficult to pick.
He's pretty solid. So it says Sunderland take the lead through Kilban and McAteer link up. McAteer had the ball on the right, following a corner, and he puts the ball into the box for Kilban, who got his head onto the ball, and the Black Cats are ahead. And that was an assist to Jason McAteer. Do we have any other news incoming?
We have another injury.
We do.
Another injury concern, and it's a blow for West Ham as Don Hutchison has to go off injured. Apparently he came into the game with an injury, so that's no surprise. They need to regroup and bring on Grant McCann in his place.
Okay, so I'm not sure a lot of people will care about that. Meanwhile, at the Stadium Light, Jason Roberts has gone in the book, so a few people might be on Jason Roberts.
Yeah, I think he was a popular pick this week.
Yeah, he's on a yellow card.
I think our number 1 in the world was considering him.
Oh wow!
At one point,
I'm up to 521 views here. That's ridiculous.
How many bots you got following you now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 468 bots by the look of it, and then there's 53 solid on the YouTube channel. Do
you remember in season 1 where James had some crazy number of bots joining 1 week?
Yeah. We have another goal. We are back to the Stadium Light, and it is a Kevin Kilban double. That is the exact same goal again, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a Kilban.
Oh, they're both Irish, right?
Yeah.
So it's a double Irish connection.
That is
exactly the same, unless of course that's a mistake. But it says different minutes. It's 5 minutes since the last goal.
Yeah.
Exactly the same combination. So let's have a look at Sunderland.
Anyone on Jason McAteer or Kilban? I very much doubt it.
McAteer and Kilban are both the left-sided midfield players.
They have got
And they're playing against Fulham, so they're getting against that side, Melville and Wone.
So it's the same combination. Varga lifts the ball into the area, finding McAteer, who spotted Kilban free, and the impressive Kilban finished effortlessly. Who needs Kevin Phillips? So that's probably a bit of concern for Kevin Phillips owners, that Sunderland didn't often score high in this game, and maybe you are clutching at straws of trying to get a return back from him now.
Sorry, no, the match that they're against is West Brom, isn't it? Sorry, Sigurdsson and Chambers they're up against. Another goal for Sigurdsson. It's another point lost. Not going too well tonight at the moment.
No. Right, we have some news at Old Trafford. I would just refresh this. I believe we have some yellow card news incoming. So, yeah, meanwhile at Old Trafford, David Beckham has set up 2 great chances for Roy Keane and Laurent Blanc. However, Neil Sullivan denied Keane and Blanc, who can only put his header wide. Danny Tiatto has gone into the book for Man City at Upton Park. And it says a stunning moment at St Mary's. So, is that Southampton potentially going into the lead?
The Southampton-Fulham game. Let's hope it's Fulham.
Will score in that. Pahars does quite well in it. Svensson does quite well in it.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a Fulham goal.
Yeah, I mean, a John Harley 1-0 would do me a treat. But we will see how we get on with this. By the way, if anyone that uses this Twitter thing up here to auto refresh, it's absolute rubbish and it doesn't. I'm having to do it all myself.
And we have confirmation of the goal, and it is a goal for Fulham. And it is Sava with the goal. That's going to be popular.
That is a popular one.
Again, no assists. 23 minutes. Fulham 1, Southampton 0. I think that's my first return of the night, considering I'm playing with 6 men now.
Yeah, that's that's a popular one. Again, he was a good pick. Very similar to Vioso. I could have gone on either of those. I went with the attacking threat of. I was scared of how well defenders did last week, so wanted to go for Harley. He doesn't often score, but gets assists.
Well, we'll wait till we get the confirmation of the goal. But I said at the moment it's assist none. But maybe you could talk the official Twitter account into giving you the assist.
Yeah, that would be nice if they came along with that. Goals. So updating.
I think we've got confirmation coming through.
So Sava goal.
The chat is loving it. The chat is loving the Sava goal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to be in charge of chat. I can't.
No worries.
Keep on tracks with that tonight. I've got too much going down my end. But yeah, it's a popular goal, and people.
Yeah, the official man on podcast is going. Yes, Sava, Bricky, Sava, 80 Tour, Sava, lovely stuff. Jack Brockenshire, get in Sava. Yeah, the chat's absolutely loving the Sava.
Yeah,
the Sava goal there.
Popular one. So I don't mind it. I've cancelled it out with my Vioso one. So we'll see how that goes on. It does look like a good night for Argentinians. So is Veron about to deliver for Man United, perhaps? It says after poor clearance from Van der Sar's goal kick, Sava picks up the ball 25 yards out and spots Naomi off his line. He attempted an audacious chip which clips the underside of the bar and goes in. An undeserved lead.
Yeah. And we have something gone close at Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea have been really poor and Charlton will go close. Robinson gets the cross in and Bart Williams gets his head to the ball, but he hits the inside of the post. Yeah.
I did mention Chris Bart Williams to people. It's not a great pick, but I said if your hands are tied and you've got to go for Charlton for whatever reason, maybe you've lost a bet. Bart Williams was probably your one.
Yeah, 25 minutes in, Chelsea really poor. I mean, in this game, Charlton are one of the bottom teams.
Yeah, they're poor.
So you'd expect them away from home to be under the cosh, but yeah, Chelsea not doing too well here.
More yellow card news incoming at the moment. So we have Leeds have go close, twice in quick succession. McPhail hits the post from a Barnby cross before Fowler smashes the rebound towards the top corner, but Given makes a superb save. Dyer and Robert have gone into the book for the visitors. Leeds 1, Newcastle 0. So I did I get rid of Kieran Dyer? I think I did. Trying to remember what my team is now. I'm going to put it back on the screen for a second.
Yeah. Dyer and Robert have gone into the book.
Yeah, so I had Dyer. and got rid of him.
Hopefully they weren't fighting each other. Has been known.
Yeah, Dyer and Bellamy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, our team's coming up now. So yeah, Hearts. So Sorensen is good for you. Hart has been very bad. Sigurdsson's struggling.
Terrible.
Zola's quiet. Bernabé unlucky. Van Nistelrooy's missed chances and Savas scored. Stanek quiet. Sorensen clean sheet though. Harley clean sheet. Bowyer, Duff haven't done anything, and Verso scored for me. So not much in it, to be fair. Okay, they are very good at the tweets. There's pretty much something every single minute to talk about.
I mean, it must have taken them a while to type all of those. To be fair.
Yeah, that it is the good old tweet deck. I tried to work with that the other day. Okay, so our scores are back on. I'm not sure how great it looks, but I'm just putting a G and an A next to the players' names for a goal and assist for those that are tuning in. Oh, our bots are multiplying. We're up to 613 viewers.
The chat's saying the same. Lucky it's not a fight between Bowyer and Dyer.
Yeah. I like Bowyer. He played for Blues. He was a good player.
People concerned they would have lost the Gronkyard clean sheet. Of course, the midfielders do get a point now, don't they?
It does change it. All right, we have some news involving Freddie Canute. So, are people going to be rewarded with my tip? No, they are not. Canute is denied by Schmeichel. So, Carrick, again, justice for Carrick, given the assist.
Justice for Carrick.
Yeah, lifts the ball into the box where Canute tried to smash the ball past the big Dane, but he's equal to the effort. It remains level. So, Canute, unlucky there. Again, he's not a bad pick this week. I think my West Ham data really surprised everyone the most. And they have scored already, so they've not blanked. They've not totally let us down.
Yeah.
That game could be 3-2, 4-2, anything from there, basically. Our scores along the bottom, have I missed any? So Chelsea is still 0-0. Everton, I believe, are winning 1-0 with Radzinski scoring and Campbell with the assist. Leeds are winning 1-0 with Fowler scoring and McPhail with the assist. Man United and Spurs are 0-0. Southampton are losing 1-0 to Fulham with Sava being the goal scorer and no assist. And Sunderland have, I need to change that, it says 1-0. Kilbana scored 2 and McAteer has the 2 assists.
Yeah, got 2.
Man City is 1-1 with Vioso and Kamara. So not too bad for me keeping up with my typing so far. One little error there, which I just need to change on the Sunderland winning 2-0.
Half an hour in, mate, and Manchester United are still quiet.
Yeah, it's not going to be that 6-0, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
No.
And there's something for us to get. I mean, I'm surprised that they've gone this long without scoring, to be fair.
Okay, right. Just loading the next tweet. So I believe we have some tactical news arriving at the moment. So, some tactical shifts across the ground. Charlton have grown in confidence and decided it's time to go on the attack. While at Ellen Road, Newcastle have also gone on the attack, sensing a weakness in the Leeds back line. How will that change? Do you see anything changing with that change in tactics from both those sides?
Yeah, I think Charlton growing in confidence and going more attacking is a bad move for them personally. That's going to open it up for the opposition. They're not a good team, and
that could be good news for Chelsea owners. Newcastle and Leeds, there's not that much between them, so we'll see.
You'd expect that to be a fairly open game anyway.
Yeah, wasn't as high scoring. Where was the Goalfest one this week? It was Fulham's. Southampton Fulham, which seemed it was going to be the biggest goal fest for me.
We've had a goal in that game already, but it's it's been a quiet first half actually.
Yeah,
for goals. I've seen it go off a lot more on chat, man.
Yeah, there's been mentions of chaos, so maybe it's all to come. But I suppose the Hart one definitely is.
Yeah, that's the one that's hurt the most, to be fair.
Yeah. God, look at those bots. Man on podcast. I bet you don't get 654 people watching the stream live.
Brilliant.
Doing it on Twitter seems to be the one, or not. Lots of bots watching us.
What are they saying in the chat here? AD Tour, Chelsea are going to start getting. What does it say?
Start getting space.
Who's good for speed? Well, hopefully, probably.
Who's their fast players that can exploit it?
Well, the wing backs are pretty quick because they're both midfielders.
Darren's just replied. He said, "We do not. I'm happy not to have them." He's not too bothered about me beating him in the news. Right, we have some news from Ellen Road, but I don't think it is a goal. No, we have another close chance. So that change at Ellen Road seems to have worked. Bellamy firstly forces a big save for Martin, and moments later, Kieran Dyer has the chance to equalise, but he smashes the ball wide. So I'm quite glad of that miss. That's good for me. Newcastle coming back into this game, but it's still 1-0. As you can see, as Darren spoke about some of our trends showing on the page, Michael Elise, what's going on with him? Trading with Chelsea. Is he going to Chelsea, is he, Elise?
I mean, how are Chelsea still buying players? Surely they've spent way too much. FFP should be clamping down on Chelsea, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Right, we have a goal, and we are going to St Mary's, where there's been a goal for Southampton. And yeah, the two players I've mentioned in Marian Pahars and Andres Svensson. So again, hopefully some people have been brave enough to go for Southampton players, and I think you could have gone for either one of those two and be quite pleased by that. So yeah, that's not a bad goal. It wipes my clean sheet out for Fulham. That might affect a few others. So balls to that, but with definitely happy with that. That game might come to life a bit more now.
Yeah, Svensson was a pick, season 1 or season 2.
Yeah,
they went down season 1, didn't they? So it was a season 1 pick.
Yeah, hardly clean sheet. Yeah, Scala, I know. It's annoying. All right, so Southampton are now 1-0 up. So we have changed.
Where do you find Southampton finish in the Sims?
In the bottom. They'll
be
bottom. Them and Charlton are the worst two teams. Birmingham not too far behind.
It says a deserved equaliser.
Yeah, they'd been on top of Fulham.
And this time he puts in a delightful cross, and Paha wins the battle in the air with Harley and plants his header into the corner. So
Harley's let me
your man.
They're both about 3 foot tall, aren't they? Them two.
Yeah.
They weren't the biggest of players from memory.
No.
Paha's was quite small.
Paha's has peeled away and put himself on Harley, hasn't he?
Yeah. Right. We have some more news, I believe, at the Leeds game. Do we have a goal? No, we don't have a goal. There is another close opportunity. So another opportunity for Newcastle, but unfortunately they are falling to the wrong players. Bellamy this time has a header from a Robert corner, but Martin again denies Leeds. Off to the Stadium of Light where we have a third goal. It can't be a Kevin Kilban hat-trick with a Jason McAteer assist.
No, surely not.
It cannot be.
Could be West Brom.
Yeah,
I mean
maybe
they've not been too bad in the Sims, have they, West Brom?
No.
Let's find out.
So we are there. It is Kevin Phillips. Kevin Phillips has scored for Sunderland. So there'll be a lot of happy people with that one.
And yet again, no assist.
No assist, justice for assists.
Justice for assists. Yeah, I had Kevin Phillips last week.
Yeah, there's a few people on that. I think Manon Craig, I think he was going with Phillips. I think I talked him out of it into Rude. And I said, no, don't listen to me. Stay with what you've got. So Craig, when you watch this, hopefully you will have stuck with Kevin Phillips and not gone for Rude.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, Phillips and Shearer are always good picks no matter what.
I love Kevin.
Week.
I love Kevin Phillips. Again, he pops up on my Twitter occasionally with some of the goals he scored for Birmingham, and just a fantastic player. So underrated. I mean, he won the European Golden Boot, didn't he? He was
fantastic. Was that the season he played alongside Quinn?
Yeah.
For Sunderland, the big man, little man combo.
Yeah, it does work. So yeah, just reading now as it loads here. It says, so lucky Phillips. Phillips sets up Stewart. See if I can read it from the main screen. Yeah, who has a header blocked, and Kev picks up the ball again out wide and floats another cross in that somehow ends up in the top corner. He looks embarrassed, but his owners will take it. So did he mean it? Those are the type of... I don't really look at the comps too much. Do you get goals like that where you say it's a cross and it's gone in?
Yeah. Guess you do, don't you? Floats another cross. There's been a few goals like that. It's normally when they catch the wind, isn't it, and bend into the top corner.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's have a look in the chat. Ryan Nurse is not happy. Bosnich is my only clean sheet now, even though there's not been that many goals.
I'm just looking at the scout thing again. At Old Trafford, the Tottenham players are looking fired up and ready to get into this impressive Man United team.
Yeah, well, is that why there's been no goals so far?
Yeah, so I suppose so. No goals.
Now, I suppose.
Yeah. And obviously we've picked up the 2 Argentinian goals and the Ian Hart thing. So a few people got that. I certainly hadn't figured that out. So that's really good for those that did.
Ryan Nurse may not have any clean sheets, but he's got Kevin Phillips. He says, "Get in, Kevin Phillips."
How can you not like Kevin Phillips? Hero of a player. So close at Goodison Park. So 2 guy feeds the informed Dwight York, who's denied by a brilliant save by Wright. Everton counter and Campbell again goes close with Friedel making the save. Back to Upton Park, where we have another goal. Could that be our Freddie Canute goal, or do we have some better news for Manchester City fans? I'm loading. I'm refreshing.
The goal is through.
We are there.
I think you're going to be happy.
Yeah, that is an assist for me. And Berkovic, I think more people had him last week, but again, a few might have gone for him. He had an up arrow in midfield. He wasn't a bad shout this week.
Unfortunately, I'm on the other midfielder, Bernabeu. Those 2 up arrows that go into the middle of the park.
Yeah, I don't like that taking each other's place.
Looks like Berkovic and Bernabeu are going to run into the same space.
Yeah, you might get that in the comms that he headbutted Bernabeu.
Bernabeu on the way through. Yeah.
He's a good player, Bernabeu, though. He's a good player. So yeah, in terms of my away forward, I couldn't be any more. Even if he stops now, a goal and assist, that's all I can.
Yeah, that's a good return. So the comms on the goal, City with a big goal. Carboni finds Anelka, who sends the ball square to Vioso, who cleverly spots Berkovic unmarked, and he plants his header past Bywater. Vioso, impressive there. Back to Goodison. Injuries aren't serving the Irish well tonight.
Okay, so
the Irish at Goodison.
Oh, that's Damien Duff for me. That's Damien Duff going off. That is. Pretty sure of that one.
Yeah, Duff for Blackburn could be.
Who else have Everton got? Seamus Coleman's been paid about 25 years. I suppose this was a bit early for him there.
Yeah. No, I think.
Yeah,
it might be the only one, mate. I'm afraid.
Oh bloody hell! Yeah, Duff is off. Yeah, bad news for Damien Duff, who's been forced off just before half time. To dismay his owners, we finally have something exciting from Stamford Bridge. Has Charlton's attacking intent paid dividends? No, that is going to be a Chelsea goal.
Yeah, Chelsea goal.
Stanek would be lovely. Stanek assist. And a Zola maybe give you a goal.
Zola goal, yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be. quite good. I'm timing it quite well. I know when to refresh the screen.
So you've had Damien Duff go off, and I've had Ian Hart go off.
Yeah, it's not often in a 7-a-side you expect your
to be down to 6 men already in the first half.
Okay.
I mean, especially now that we get the team sheets.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with it. I wonder if anyone went for a stop again this week, because Everson did really well. It is Jimmy Floyd smiling away. So Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank has scored, and Ida the Spider Johnson with the assist.
Just before half time as well.
Yeah,
good time to score.
Half time, yeah. So yeah, that's not bad news. Again, even me owning a Chelsea defender, it could have gone better, but I'm happy with them winning. Go on to it. I think Hasselbank, a few people have that might kill us. Good Johnson's a good pick too. Oh, the bots are multiplying. 739.
700. Oh, you're popular.
Bloody not, mate.
Just waiting for the commentary to come through on that goal.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how often the two strikers set each other up in this game. That happened a lot last week as well.
Oh, some people are saying they can't post in the YouTube chat.
But there's certainly a lot of posts coming through.
Yeah, Swiss Wavy. I've just seen a message from him. That's not ideal. So sorry for that, guys. I'm new to this. I'm learning. I thought, maybe he's commenting through Twitter and so on. Swiss Wavy, you've got Twitter. Just watch it on that, mate. Join one of the bots.
Yeah.
The FPL Champman's bot army. Charlton should have stayed defensive. Chelsea have been poor, but take the lead thanks to the popular Hasselbank. Gronkshire found the run of Good Johnson, who feeds Jimmy to finish past Kylie. Yet another goal from the Stadium of Light.
Ooh.
They can't be 4-0 up, can they?
I mean, that would go massively against the Sims, wouldn't it? Because West Brom weren't bad. It's
a Jason Roberts goal. Marshall, I believe it's Lee Marshall. Maybe wrong. Apologies if that is. West Brom have scored. Very disappointing start for them this season. Again, I've taught them up, but I think we've got to wait for them to have decent home fixtures. Who did they play week 1?
They're at home at week 1, weren't they?
Yeah, they're at home, but I think they're playing someone fairly decent. It wasn't Liverpool, was it?
I'll find that out for you.
Yeah. I think it was Leeds. Yeah, Leeds possibly.
Yeah.
So that's a tough game. They will have much better fixtures. I think when you look, when West Brom are even at home to a Sunderland, to be honest, that's going to be more beneficial for them. Okay, so just reading up about the goal for Jason Roberts. I'll refresh the page so we can read it off the main screen. So Jason Roberts has pulled one back for the visitors. Marshall expertly finds Roberts in the box to smash the ball to the low into the corner. He's involved in a scuffle with Sorensen after scoring, but the referee calms the situation down. So I lost my clean sheet, but at least my keeper didn't get sent off for nutting him as he scored.
Yeah, I didn't. That game was the game I wanted to be 0-0, and it's now 3-1 at half time.
Yeah, that's what I probably more betted on being.
That's gone absolutely terrible to me.
Yeah, that could be.
Got to be getting close to the half time now, aren't we?
Yeah, I think that will be pretty much it. I believe we are due a tweet any second now, which will hopefully bring half-time from around the grounds. So I will load this up and leave this on our screen for half-time. So our half-time scores, as we can see, so Chelsea are 1-0 up against Charlton, Everton are 1-0 up against Blackburn, Leeds 1-0 against Newcastle, Man United 0-0. That's painful. Southampton 1.
Yeah, how's that happened?
I know. Sunderland 3, West Brom 1, and West Ham 1, Man City 2. So lots going off there. I'm going to briefly put up the expected goals flashing along the bottom to see if we are. So Everton, roughly 1-1 with Blackburn, so that could happen. Leeds, Newcastle, yeah. Man United need to be scoring. Chelsea have started. Southampton, Fulham pretty much on. Sunderland, yeah. So yeah, different type of game.
I mean, Sunderland 3-1 is the big game with the big goals in there. I mean, you wouldn't have expected that.
No, that's not. Yes, Swiss Wavy, I can see you in the chat. It does work.
He's in.
Yeah, I can see him in the chat. So apologies for those that can't get it on YouTube. It might have something to do, like I said, I scheduled a video, but then this is, I believe, a different link because I've just kind of clicked go live on this restream thing I'm using. So it might even say there's a live chat man happening at 1 a.m. or something. I won't be back on going through it again. It's just me drastically trying to get this working before we got there. So Mark Dorney says he's got 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 clean sheet, and a -2. So it makes
Lee Tor says hopefully Sorensen has made some saves. Yeah, I echo that 100%.
Yeah, annoyed about his clean sheet, but I quite like this half and half bit. Again, hopefully West Brom won't score in the second half, and we can go from there. So not only does it work Swiss Wavy, the magic of what I'm figuring out, I can even, for example, show that on the screen.
What are you drinking tonight?
Not much.
Not much?
No, just one or two while I'm doing this. Little brew dog. Discreetly in the background. 2 cans for the stream, 1 each half. Taking it easy. Cutting down on the drinking, trying to lose weight at the moment.
So do you put that message up then? Swiss Wavy, does this work?
So if anyone writes in the chat, you can kind of click some of the comments.
Yeah. Billy Hadaway's in the chat. He's talking about Gary Smith. Remember Gary Smith?
Yeah. Gary Smith will be there. This isn't chat though. Can't see any other posts. I don't know. It's I don't know what this technology is, mate. I found out 2 days ago that there wasn't going to be a stream. I think the general consensus for the community is that we wanted to have a watch along. I mean, certainly for me, I'm not bothered about being on it, but I'd watch it even if I weren't on it.
Yeah.
The Man On boys were all unavailable, so it was down to me, and I had to learn and teach myself in a day or two. And then luckily, you accepted to come and join me.
Yeah. And I was the last resort, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone else was unavailable, so I got the chance to come on here.
No, glad you have. It's good. Again, for me, I got myself onto the streams at the end of last year, and yeah, I love them. It's good fun. It's more tense for me tonight because I'm working on what I'm doing. As I said, I feel like in future weeks, if I've got to run one like this, I'd maybe ask for 2 people to come on stream, and I'll still show myself like this, but I'll probably butt out of it a little bit more.
Frenchie says never a last resort, Pep. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, mate.
So Stephen Hamilton's asked a good question. So hopefully Frenchie can respond to this if he knows. I don't know if David will be having his baby sleep in Hong Kong again, as it's on his unusual hours. But do we know how the double game weeks will work with the home and away rule? I'm not too sure about that, to be honest.
Well, I guess it would still work the same way, wouldn't it? You would just pick a player, probably pick a player who had a double, who was a home. Oh no! But what they're saying, are the home and away rule, because they might have 1 game home, 1 game away, mightn't they? Yeah, of course.
So
that's going to be difficult.
Do they almost eliminate doubles where you could, for example, if Liverpool are home and away, you could pick 2 Liverpool players, so it's a home and I don't know how it's going to work. Yeah,
or they just as long as they've got a home or an away game, you can pick them for either, I suppose.
Perfect. YouTube chat is fixed. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Good man. I say I met him. We had a great day in London for that meetup, didn't we?
The meetup was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Champman meetup, yeah, that was excellent. Really enjoyed that. That's the only time we've ever met, isn't it, in real life?
Yeah. I say it's good for me. I've been doing a few bits recently. I say I played in that game week 39.
Yeah.
The other week, so it was good to see Panda and Craig at that.
Of course, there was probably a lot of people in the chat that were expecting to see Pep Guardiola talking tonight.
Exactly. Right, so Frenchie has said, so the double game week, the plan is to be quite sneaky and you will only receive the first game lineup and you'll be able to pick your home and away based on that. Then the nervous wait for lineups will be back. Okay, I don't mind that.
A bit of jeopardy on the second game.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, so you'd pick them whatever they've got for that first game as a away player, and you potentially may get that one in a home player if he starts.
You'd still gamble on a player that had 2 games, though, wouldn't you? Even if you didn't know they started the second game.
Yeah,
that would do.
I like it. Yeah, Swiss wavy. Beers were flowing and tunes were banging. Yeah, it was a great day. I loved it. It was good stuff. Journey home was never good, but I probably overdid it, as I often do.
How are you feeling about the Euros? That's starting on Friday.
Yeah, I'll watch the Sweaty Socks tomorrow. See how they get on. Not that confident of England's chances, to be honest. I think our defence is pretty poor. I think my hope for England is that we will get better. I think all teams are going to sit back against us, kind of playing that low block. I think we will struggle to break down at least one or two of the teams. We might have one decent victory. I'm just hoping maybe we sneak 1-0s here and there and then grow into the tournament. But I don't see how we win anything with our defence.
Oh, that defence it's a real worry. I can't believe he's picked a squad that's so unbalanced as well.
Yeah,
Trippier on the left is the only left player we can play there virtually.
No, I don't particularly like Luke Shaw. Yeah, they might play Trent, move Walker into the middle, as you say.
Did Konsa play left side?
I don't think they'll start him. I think even is Gay or Dunk. I don't think Dunk's good enough for it.
No.
I don't know about Gay. I'd probably start it. If it was me, I'd probably start. Definitely in the group games. Why Shaw's injured. I'd play Trippier left back. Gay.
So England are better off sticking to what players they've got that they're best at, really. So I'd have more attacking players on the pitch and just go for it. But that's not Southgate's style, is it?
I heard
defensive manager.
I heard a bloke on TalkSport the other day. He was going on about Ballers 11. So it was Pickford. He had Trent right back. He had Walker centre back. He had Stone centre back. Then he played Saka at left back.
Yeah.
Then he had Rice, Bellingham, Foden, Eze on the left. I think Gordon. Did he say Gordon? Possibly Gordon. And then Harry Kane, which Saka would probably do a job at left back.
Yeah, it seems a waste though, doesn't it? But we have got Palmer. Palmer could play.
Yeah, I think he might have picked Palmer.
Palmer on the right.
Foden. Yeah, you could have Foden on the right, Palmer in the way. My phone's going mad. I'm normally playing Call of Duty every evening, so I'm missing out on being squadded tonight.
So
if people see that on my YouTube, just ignore that. I upload videos which I send to my mates, so it's a bit of a mix between my Call of Duty stuff and the Champman stuff. I'll try to delete that other nonsense that people won't like. I'm still living in lockdown playing that basically.
Yeah. Renard 9 in the chat says I'd play Saka on the left.
Yeah.
Palmer on the right. So yeah, what I said. People agreeing with me there.
Have you done a fantasy league with the Euros?
No, I decided not to do the fantasy. I'm doing this game. I thought I'd give myself a break from. Usually over the summer, I don't normally do the fantasy games. I come back ready for Premier League in the August time.
Yeah, well, I'm yet to. I've set up a gaffer team, but I'm yet to do it. So we will. We'll see if I bother to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, although I'm supposed to be playing this. What is this? The Greyhead Strictly Come Captain in Dance competition or whatever it is he sets up.
Okay.
I'm in that with FPL Richie.
Yeah.
And you're meant to pick a captain in each game week.
Yeah.
For the Euros, and I'm not even playing the Euro game, so it's going to be interesting. And nor's he.
No. Okay. Have you done that strikers? Was it strikers, keepers, losers, weepers, or whatever it is this year?
Yeah, so I was heavily involved in that. I was actually one of the guys that was doing the administration and running that game in the background.
Oh, okay, I've enjoyed that this year. It's the first year I've done it. I'm in the Nation of Domination, I believe we're called.
Yeah.
We are mid-table in the bottom division, but it wasn't a bad year. I enjoyed it. Like to get my team in for that.
So were they one of the new teams that came in?
Yeah.
So they would have started in League Two, did they?
Yeah, right at the bottom. So it's all right. Everyone was involved with it, got our teams in and so on. We did pretty well with it. So I enjoyed it. I started really well this year. I was, I think, about 10k at some point. I can't remember what I finished at the end. Maybe about 300,000, something like that. But yeah, I kept not picking Phil Foden. He deleted me basically.
Oh yeah, he would have killed you at times because he got those hat tricks, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think I picked Foden all year, and that bloody did me.
We are 1 minute away from kickoff in the second half.
I was going to check what I even came this year.
Yeah, but the SKLW stuff, yeah. I'm in Son of a Gun team in the Premier League.
Yeah. What did 372,000 I finished in FPL this year.
Yeah, that's roughly where I finished.
Yeah.
I had a bad season and I came up towards that and you came back down towards me.
Yeah. I was 10,000 in week 3. I'm still knocking around 40,000 in game week 10. Yeah, game week 14, I'm still 45. And then from game week 9 onwards, it was all in the hundreds of thousands. I actually went as high as almost 458,000 at one point and then got it back a little bit.
Yeah, I recovered up to the 300,000 mark, but for most of the season, I was sitting over 1 million. So it wasn't a bad finish.
Okay. Right, we are live for the second half. It is 9:00 on the dot. So we should have a tweet, yes, that the game has kicked off and we are straight to the Stadium of Light where the referee has seen enough.
Literally from the kickoff. 2-footed lunge on the kickoff.
There's been a mention of a few yellow cards. Do you remember any from the West Brom game? Jason Roberts.
Yeah, that's Jason Roberts. He had a yellow, didn't he?
Yeah. And the fact they've said seen enough. Maybe that could that. So Roberts would be. I think you get punished really bad for red cards on this game now as well. That could be an interesting one. I'm refreshing. Let's see how we get on.
Here we go.
Got to have a red, haven't we? It is predicted a red card for Jason Roberts. So it doesn't look like Jason Roberts used the halftime break very well. He cynically fouls Stewart and is shown his marching orders. What was he thinking? The world number 1 will be fuming. We are
absolutely.
Stamford Bridge.
Andy Martin won't be.
Yeah, did he stick with him?
I'm not sure. I know he was considering him, but he'll be crying into his porridge if he's gone with Jason Roberts.
Okay. And,
so they sort them up nicely, didn't they? That was the typical match of the day yellow card, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the red card's coming later on.
What we're predicting at Chelsea? A popular one.
Well, I need a Zola goal. That would be lovely. I need the fullback to stay quiet.
That's too much information for me. Okay, I will reload.
And hang on. Am I in luck?
I think you are, my friend. There it is on the screen. The little Italian who was the worst manager at Birmingham since Wayne Rooney, or about the same as Wayne Rooney. And Lampard with the assist. So, yeah, that's a good one for you.
Yeah,
for me. Sold him on. Zola is there. Yeah.
Fantastic. Good start to the second half. Like that. Because Zola's one that can go off quite early, isn't he? Because of the
fatigue. He's older, isn't he?
So he's glad that he's got his return in early.
Yeah, he could be off with Jason Roberts shortly.
Okay. No, not a red card.
Not a red card. Right, let's try and get some of this right stuff. I can move Frenchies out the way. We don't need to see that all the time, Frenchie. There we go, hide it.
Frank Lampard gets the assist, but it's all Zola. Zola picks up the ball inside Charlton's half, and the maestro jinks past three men and smashes an unstoppable drive into the top corner. Speaking of legends, two have just combined at Old Trafford. Legends, pick your legends at Old Trafford, everybody.
Van Nistelrooy.
Beckham and Van Nistelrooy. Veron and Van Nistelrooy. Could be anybody, couldn't it?
Yeah, they're full of it.
They're all legends.
Yeah, maybe not Forlan. That's about it.
No, I wouldn't have said four. How many games did Forlan go without scoring in real life?
Quite a few. Oh, it is your David Beckham goal with a Ryan Giggs assist. So, yeah, you didn't have Beckham. Did you have Beckham?
No, the joy. I went with Zola. So okay. I suppose it's half a dozen of one and half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, that's not too bad though. I mean, to be honest, I'm just glad they broke. Even though it's not my player, I'm glad they broke the deadlock. To be honest.
Now, in this game, if they're 1-0 down Spurs, will they try and push forward?
Well, again, hopefully, and that's what I mean. Then they could get tanked. I think the goal is helpful to everyone.
Yeah, because if Spurs had gone 1-0 up, they would have sat back then, would they, and defended the whole game, which wouldn't have been good.
Okay, so we should get some news about what it was. So, Ryan Giggs to David Beckham.
We've got news from the red card Jason Roberts. Andy Martin has responded, "You've got to be kidding." So clearly not the world number one, not happy.
No. Update. A brilliant goal from the champions. Van Nistelrooy picks the ball and squares the ball for Beckham, who plays a neat 1-2 with Giggs before finishing in a typical fashion. Will the floodgates open? More drama at Old Trafford already. Yeah, the floodgates are going to open, aren't they? They've got
to. The chat didn't guess the two Man United players. Mark Dorney went Beckham and Veron. Stephen Hamilton had Beckham and Rude. They both went for Beckham, I suppose.
I suppose Giggs and Beckham were those long-standing players, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were there a long time.
AD Tour with the classic, "That's not Veron." Yeah, it's not.
Oh, we have some news which will, I believe, help Manchester United. Following Jason Roberts is Chris Perry, who has a red card. So Chris Perry has just had a moment of madness, and Spurs replaced Rebrov with Les Ferdinand. And whilst Rebrov was walking off the Spurs centre-back as inexplicably headbutted
fell Forlan.
No need for that whatsoever. Okay, let me update.
This could open the floodgates massively, couldn't it? Because I mean, Manchester United were good for goals in this game before anyone gets sent off. So yeah, this could be good.
I didn't see any. Who scored for Man? It was Beckham with a Giggs assist, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a brilliant team goal for the champions. Van Nistelrooy picks the ball up and squares the ball for Beckham, who plays a neat 1-2 with Giggs before finishing in typical fashion. Okay. Will the floodgates open? Well, we know that they probably will.
Yeah, they will. How's everyone liking my little flash bar across the bottom? Am I keeping... Make sure you give us a nudge if I forget something.
You're doing a fantastic job of that, mate, I have to say.
I'm doing well. Oh, I've just read it. We haven't got any certain news. But it says the drama doesn't stop there. One of the most clinical strikers in the league at present is showing exactly what he can do.
So who is the most clinical striker in the league at present? Are they talking about people that scored goals in Game Week 1? Or
I mean, yeah, if you're talking about Game Week 1, you're talking about Dwight York. But I thought they were talking about the Man United game. Yeah, it's got to be Dwight York, I would say.
Or Viduka, he scored in Game Week 1. Phillips, he scored twice now, hasn't he?
I think we have some good news for you, my friend. We have another Sava goal for Fulham.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
So Fulham in the lead. No assists again. This Non's doing it right tonight, isn't he?
Yeah. Non's got about 4 assists so far, hasn't he?
Doesn't he play for Cardiff? They've got a player like is it Non or No One or whatever he's called?
Yeah. Yeah, Fulham. Well, we knew they were good for goals, didn't we, this evening? So hopefully, that continues. Just wait for the confirmation of that goal and what happened.
He's got his little celebration out, giving it all of that in the crowd.
Sava on fire. Did you pick him? Yes, I did. Van der Sar takes the goal kick and Sava ends up with the loose ball, and the Southampton defenders simply cannot stop him from gliding past them before slotting the ball past Enemi. Some player, this lad. Yeah, why is that not assist then by Van der Sar? Yeah. Justice for Van der Sar now.
Yeah, exactly. I said they should have gone a bit mad and goalkeeper assist like 10, 15 points or something. There's only 2 a season.
We all want a goalkeeper assist, don't we?
Proper celebrate it.
If Frenchie's listening, that's what we want.
Yeah, season 2 goalkeeper assists, 25 points. Maybe not that much, but
yeah,
you get the gist. Okay, right. I believe I'm up to date. Press some of my buttons.
The chat loving another Sava goal. I presume the man on podcast is Darren.
Yeah, he's doing that. How are people finding the ease of watching the stream? So we've had a few issues on YouTube with the chat. French said it was loose ball from an aerial duel. Yeah, I think we're surviving. We're getting through this tonight. Hopefully it stays on the YouTube channel or the Twitter one.
Yeah.
908 viewers. Absolutely ridiculous.
This is good.
Right, we have mass substitution time.
Is this before 60 minutes? I don't suppose it really matters these days, does it? Pre-60 minutes.
No, not as much now, no. So, Stephen Wright off and Burnt Arse on. Lee Marshall off, Adobe on. Lauren Robert off and Olivier Bernard is on. Danny Mills, Gary Kelly on for him. Jason Wilcox on for the court. I'm glad I dodged Andy Cole. Andy Cole's
yeah, that's quite quite a shock, that, isn't it? Andy Cole coming off.
Yeah.
And Danny Tiato's come off as well for Kevin Horlock.
Kevin Horlock is going to score. In my Sims, it was Kevin Horlock non-stop in that fixture. Higging it off, AD. Sorry, I talked about a bit. I had him in my team about 6 o'clock, but he got booted. I wasn't confident on Blackburn in the end.
Nothing really there, though, I don't think, with those substitutions to really worry about too much.
Not to worry about, but news involving one of them coming in. So the highly owned, whatever his name is, Bernard, has scored for Blackburn, and Dean Saunders with the assist. So that will be owned. I don't know. Maybe Dean Saunders' lad got him in his team, but apart from that, I don't think anyone in the world has.
I think that's a pretty irrelevant goal, isn't it? I can't see anybody with those players, to be honest.
No, especially that substitute one.
And did we miss a chance? Sava went close again.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So
he sets up Marley, for who has again had plenty of shots but no reward. Was parried by the keeper and is fortunate to see the ball fall at his feet. Close.
Alex Reynolds burnt arse off. Yes. For those letting out the red hot farts tonight, burnt arse is off.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll update that, a little bit of explanation about the goal from Blackburn. So I'll put that on the screen as I try to remember who scored them.
The goal that no one's worried about, right?
Yeah, if you want to tell them what happened.
The substitutes combined. Blackburn are back level, and after just coming on, Dean Saunders picks the ball up after some fine play between York and Corbett and sends a superb reverse pass through to Bernard, who scores on his debut. Game on. 1-1.
I don't know anything about it.
No, never heard of him, actually.
That new signing in the game? I don't remember him playing for him.
Could be.
I'll have to check that out. I don't load Chapman at the moment. I'll probably crash the old stream. I'll wait till later on that one.
And we're in the first season, aren't we? So there's no regens yet, I doubt. So that's probably a proper player. Yeah. Maybe someone in the chat knows who he is.
Yeah. I've just seen a funny tweet, I think. Yeah, there it is. The good old gif of how Andy Martin is feeling about the Jason Roberts goal and the Jason Roberts red card. Also some news, Old Trafford to United are now peppering the Spurs goal, and Beckham is once again involved. He delivers 2 masterpieces into the box, and Veron is denied by Sullivan before Carr superbly blocks a cracking strike from Blanc. So Sullivan's probably doing all right for save points, and they've only conceded 1 at the moment, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, and I should imagine they've had plenty of shots.
Yeah,
that's the trouble when you're picking a goalkeeper. What do you go for? Do you go for one that you think's going to get a clean sheet, or do you actually go for one that's going to concede?
I went for a clean sheet this week, and it's a bad decision. I think I go for saves moving on. I think people did well with like Dean Kiley and stuff last week. I remember veterans saying they'd done well with that. Some more selected yellow cards. Lee Hughes now trying to copy Jason Roberts. Robbie Elliott, Gallas, Jensen, Winterburn and Courtois. So probably not highly owned there. A few people might be on Hughes, I would say. My missus just came through a cat at me, by the way.
I would say Lee Hughes is probably only one of interest there, possibly. Maybe a few William Gallas owners but why would you pick those rather than the fullbacks?
Yeah. Michael is a way of viewing my team. If you just check your emails, Michael, you should be able to. They give you like a confirmation of what happened.
Craig in the chat is saying Ronnie Corbett playing. Got to be a joke, isn't it?
Close at Man City. They've gone close again. Bernabé crosses the ball to Anelka, who heads it down for Vioso, who tried to smash in the volley, but he could not keep it down. The crowd expected a goal there. Man City in control at the minute. So I could do with Vioso maybe getting a third one. Samuel El Katson, can you behave yourself down there, please? Sorry, I've had a naughty cat enter the stream. I didn't want a cat, but I said to Mrs. as long as I can name it, you can have it. And I went for Samuel Katson. I was quite pleased with that one. Okay, so some news from Chelsea. We have not a goal. Zola has gone very close again, though. He received a throw in from Melchior and takes the shot from 20 yards out, but it goes just wide. Bart Williams has also gone close for Charlton. However, Chelsea look dominant. So hopefully another Stanek or Zola to Stanek goal will appear at some point.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
Not us being selfish running the stream or anything, but
no. It's always nice when the people on the stream get some points, isn't it, really? Otherwise it's pretty dismal.
Marmalade, starter, all, mate. Right, so none of those to update. Oh God, I've got about 10 frying pans going on off at the moment.
So where we are? We're at 64 minutes, are we?
64. We have Veron has only gone close. So Veron has not scored. He's gone close again. He picks the ball up and he beat two players with ease and hits the low pile driver from the edge of the box. And how many bloody save points Sullivan got?
Yeah, I mean, this is what happened last week, wasn't it? With Bywater.
Yeah,
he got loads of points based on the fact that he came on and was just getting hammered, but not letting anything in.
And a bad day for Diego Forlan. He's been headbutted and now substituted.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's had better days.
Well, I'm not sure he had that many better days at Man United in real life, to be honest.
No, his career got stronger as he left, didn't he? It's probably too big a club for him and environment at that time. He's fitting well now because obviously they are not the powerhouse they once have.
And of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the classic super sub.
Yeah, he's dynamite his game. Right, we have some news about some substitutions at Old Trafford. So, in a surprising turn of events, Alex Ferguson has made some peculiar subs. Laurent Blanc has been replaced by Wes Brown, whereas Roy Keane has been replaced by David May. What's he bloody doing there?
What's he doing? He's gone defensive. So what? Who's playing in midfield?
It's like they've gone to the three, so it's Beckham, Giggs, and Veron. Unless he's put Wes Brown or May. Is there any their defenders that can play in midfield?
That's what I was thinking. But I mean, they don't change formation, do they? He's going to stay 4-4-2, isn't he?
David May plays centre mid.
Could you? Let's think about this. Could you?
Is it Phil Neville playing right back? Can he play in midfield?
Yeah, I mean, Phil Neville's quite versatile, isn't he?
Phil Neville possibly just moved into the middle then, would be my suggestion on it. Right, there's a sitter for Newcastle. Bernard gets down the line and pulls it across to Marcelino, who turns and has a shot. Martin can only parry it, and Bellamy is there with a simple tap in, but no, he puts it wide. How many chances can they afford to waste? Nigel Martin seems to be having a good game, so if you've got him in goal, you're doing well.
Yeah. Obviously, if you've got Ian Hart, you're on for the clean sheet, right?
I can't remember the rules of it.
Because he's gone off.
Yeah, but you still get it for the first half.
Actually, do they still get the result, even though he's been...
I think you do for the first half, but I don't think you will for the second, because I think he has to have played in some of the half.
Okay, so he doesn't have to play a particular amount of minutes. He just have to play in the half that they didn't concede.
I believe so. Frenchie can get on the chat and confirm that for us. Okay,
well, that's not too bad then. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Of course, those people that went Shearer, they're not happy at the moment.
No.
Because 68 minutes in, and that's quite a quiet match.
Not going well. Lucky for you there. So close. Benabia has been very threatening today. Horlock does well before finding Benabia in the box with time and space. He strikes it well, but Bywater, the hero, does well to hold on to the ball. And Man City
Bywater doing well again
to win it. So yeah, Benabia has been unlucky. Shows you he's a good pick.
Yeah, but Berkovic has got the points at the moment.
It is what it is with this game. I don't regret my team last week. I think I maybe should have played my defenders a bit stronger, learning about the new point system. But I'm generally quite happy with how things have gone. We have a goal. We have a goal at St Mary's. And it is the not very popular Rory Delap with, again, that assist machine of non going bad again.
Yeah, we've got to do something about this. We've got to have more assists in this game. We've only got 7 players. We need more. I'm campaigning for an assist for every goal.
I like it. Isn't it great? Like again, there's lots of work into this game. The boys behind the scenes are doing a
fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
to get it going like this. I mean,
I jumped in late. I just spoke to them and kind of like literally they were ready to launch it almost, and I kind of just said, "Can I help?" That we had a conversation again, and it was. The problem is, like Andrew Real Deal, he's got all the expertise of doing all the scoring. That's worked really well. I wanted to help, but I didn't know how I could. And the way I've done it now, where in fact I'm just streaming and producing content, that's hopefully enough to do it. I mean, 982 views, eat that, Darren.
Yeah, and also by doing it that way and not getting involved in the background, it makes it so that you can still play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bonus thing, isn't it?
Had to choose the picker. So just long throw, you say. Rory Delap equalised this. Marian Bahar's again the danger man. He skips by Legwinski and fires a long range effort. Van der Sar makes a meal of the save, and Delap is there to tap in from close range. Harley, that is no clean sheets in either half. You absolute waste man. Who did I have instead? In fairness, I think I picked Sunji High was my original pick, and I think have they conceded both halves as well? Or probably
they've conceded, haven't they? I think.
Okay, right. We have some news from Old Trafford.
Let's hope it's a goal.
This is not a goal, I'm afraid. It's not also the way you would expect it. Tottenham have gone close. So Robbie Keane very nearly drags them level against the odd. He picks up the ball and Phil Neville cannot stop him, but Barthez pulls off a fine save. Veron clears the ball. How will United respond to that scare? Well, hopefully with a Ruud van Nistelrooy 5-goal surge would be ideal.
Yeah, they're leaving it long, aren't they?
Ruud's disappointing.
It is.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got a whole 1 week and he's been great to have, but I don't think he's possibly the killer in this version of the game, but maybe I'm jumping to that conclusion a bit early.
No, and he didn't go off last week either.
No.
Which means he's probably due. So anyone that's picked him the first 2 weeks, I'd carry on.
Yeah, we're stuck in now. Okay, so Marley has been subbed for Fulham. He's been replaced by Barry Hales. So not the Frenchman tonight, but you can't fault his effort.
So why do they never bring Saha on? Because he's a great player. Have you seen his stats?
Yeah, he is a great player. Like you would pick him as their manager. I think it's just to do with his age and his reputation at that little bit. And was it something to do about his position?
Has he got multi-positions then? Is he not a true forward?
Oh, he is, but he might be like a forward left or something random like that. Yeah. He does play in some Sims, but very rarely. He's one of them ones plays a couple of games a season, maybe scores like 4 in 6 or something like that.
He's got to be better than Barry Hales.
I mean, that's a poor substitution. Okay, we've got some news.
More
Game scene exciting at Everton, despite many people caring about it. York is point dodging tonight. He picks up a loose ball and threads a stunning pass through to Bernard, but the substitution blazes over into Rose. Will that come back to haunt them? So could we have a late Everton winner?
Your feed is working better than mine at the moment. You're getting the messages before I am.
Oh, it's because, mate, I told you, I've got laptop 1, laptop 2, mobile phone, and I'm typing in the scores. And I think I'm up to date with that. And let me know in the chat. If not, check the chat as well.
Have a look in the chat.
You're in charge of that. Unbelievable disrespect for Barry Hales. Yeah, he's only a 15 to 20 in the centre. 15 out of 20 in the centre.
Yeah, Craig says I'm picking none as my away mid next week. Yeah, good choice.
Okay, some news from Manchester City. Again, no goal news, I'm afraid. So City should really be outside. Vioso is a man involved again. Jensen centres the ball towards the impressive Benabia and he sees Vioso unmarked, but he dragged his effort millimetres wide. Carboni then finds Vioso, who centres the ball for Anelka.
Benabia has been so unlucky.
Yeah, again, we could have got a lot more out of those two, couldn't we?
Yeah. Billy Hadaway in the chat is not liking my unbelievable disrespect for Big Barry Hales.
How annoying is the scores? Is it better to people let me know if I ever do this again? Is it worth having the goal scorers, or is it too much information? Is it best to just get the scores up? I suppose people can always
drop that in the chat. Give us your feedback on how the stream's working for you.
It's a learning curve. Right, we have a goal at Goodison, and Lee Carsley scored, and Lee Weekling with the assist. So I don't think anyone cares.
The goal. Lee Carsley owners there, really happy.
I wanted him to be.
And who is that bloke who got the assist? Because I can't even pronounce it, let alone.
I think he's a defender. I have noticed him in a fair few of my sim datas. He's not great, but he'll pop up occasionally. He's not bad for a man of the match. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got man of the match tonight now.
But was he actually a professional footballer?
I think so. I think he's a legit player at Everton, but I just don't think he did much. Not a common knowledge of my one. So a little recap on that goal. So Blackburn do get punished. Dunn tried to bring the ball out and makes a poor clearance, and Lee Weefeng gets her and flicks the ball to Carsley to finish in style. Why did we ever doubt the great man's managerial skills?
Yeah. Lee Carsley.
Who is the Everton manager?
Everton manager.
Who's the Everton manager?
That's a good question. At that point,
yeah,
I don't know.
I can't remember his manager stats, but I can't remember who it was now.
Walter Smith still there?
Don't know. Right, Pep. We can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Because he's done it.
He's done it. The man.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Finally.
David May playing centre midfield. Set him up. So we have a Ruud van Nistelrooy goal. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, your stream is definitely going faster than mine.
No, I'm just trying to do it on my phone. I just try to refresh it as it's turning over the minute.
It's quite exciting.
You can time it quite well because it's time tweet, so you know it's going to come out in exactly the minute.
An assist for David May, so that's it was bound to be one of their defenders, wasn't it? Because they've got so many on the pitch now. 75 minutes gone, 2-0. Van Nistelrooy once again delivers the goods.
That's what we like to hear. And again, it's not a great
It's not a great return, is it?
Not a great haul, but if you think who else were you going to go for a home striker over him? You haven't lost out much. I mean, Beckham's a slightly better pick.
Beckham could get some points. You're definitely disappointed if you've gone Veron, I guess.
Yeah. Who could? Yeah. And again, Viduka hasn't really done anything. Phillips scored 1. Hasselbank scored 1. So yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I think Rude.
The Everton manager question. A couple of people have said, is it David Moyes? Jack Brockenshire thinks it's Walter Smith, the same as me.
The boys will have it on there.
Only for not happy, he went Viduka and Veron.
Okay, so a couple of tweets to catch up on there. So starting up, so certainly no shutting up the shop. Veron starts moving, gives it to Van Nistelrooy. May receives the ball and gives it back to Van Nistelrooy, who bars his way into the box and fires into the top corner. Fergie looks pleased with himself. Over to Ellen Road. So Solano finds Dyer, who fires the ball over the bar before Solano sets up Quinn with a great chance, but he can only hit the side netting. And to Stamford Bridge, where a popular asset has got himself in trouble with the referee. Hopefully,
popular asset. What, Stanic, Zola, Hasselbank?
Hopefully not a red card.
The popular ones this week.
Hasselbank could get red every now and again. Yeah, it's Jimmy. Jimmy is a lucky boy. Rowett has been kicking the heels of Hasselbank all night, and Hasselbank reacts. He swings out an arm and squares up to Rowett, and he can thank his lucky stars that the referee has only brandished the yellow card. So again, that's better news for Van Nistelrooy. That Hasselbank's goal will lose points with his yellow card.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how it affects his player ratings. That's one thing I've tried to do on my sim data this week. Is I'm really trying to look at how often people get 9s and 10s, and I'm trying to put it in my data moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because there's not that many.
Chelsea 2-0 up as well here. So anyone that has gone Stanic is or Gronkiar, they're still on for that clean sheet.
Yeah, I've got Stanic, so I'm pleased with that one.
Yeah, I should think 10 out of 10s are quite hard to come by, aren't they, on the game?
Yeah. We have a goal. We're going back to Ellen Road. But who has it gone to? It has gone to the away side. Kieran Dyer has scored, and Nobby Solano, once again, possibly one of the top point scorers in the game so far this season.
Yeah, did he get to it? Was it a goal and assist last week?
Yeah, did well.
He was doing really well last week.
Yeah.
And I had Kieran Dyer last week. He was actually in my team.
And I had him and binned him this week. So who did I swap him for? Who's my away midfielder? Can't remember. I need to check it. Did I go for Dyer? No. Yes, no. So much information. I can't remember my own team now.
Stephen Hamilton's still trying to figure out the Everton manager. He's saying it's Moyes.
The Champ Boys would have tweeted it a while ago because they released all their stats. So it'll be in their tweets somewhere. Yeah, I bought in Duff for Dyer. That was a bad call. Yeah. I need to just set and forget. I think I'm just going to do my team really close to the deadlines from now so I don't tweak it because then it just annoys me. I'm more annoyed that I had him selected and lost him. Yeah,
because if you change your team, it's like changing your team right before the deadline in FPL. It's never a good idea to do that. Once you should commit and stick with it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it says Newcastle finally have taken their chance. Given goes route 1 up to the quiet Shearer, who holds the ball up to Bernard, and the substitute releases Solano, who puts in a crafty ball into the box where Dyer could not miss. We have a big goal in tonight's proceedings. Okay. Let me refresh that. who's going to be a big goal in proceedings tonight? Oh, yes. That is what we like to see.
Yes. There it is. He's done it again.
Yeah, I'm smiling on my face there. That's
better. Mind you, Giggs is on a pretty good haul here, isn't he?
Yeah.
As well. So that you start to ask the question, is it the strikers or the midfielders that you want?
Yeah.
But the one thing with the midfielders is that you don't know whether it's going to be Giggs, Beckham or Veron that get the points, whereas you pretty much know it is going to be Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
It lessens that risk. People loving the goal.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Except for Ryan Nurse. If I'd have kept my team from last week, I'd be doing better than I currently am.
Rude at the double late on, punishing a tiring defence after Perry got the red card. Veron again involved, and he finds Giggs on the left, who curls the ball into the box, and Van Nistelrooy's open in the middle. Fire pass Sullivan. Manchester United 3, Tottenham 0.
Yeah, I still think with 10 minutes left, there's still goals in that game.
Yeah, that's good. Again, sim data wise, I don't think there's been any shocks. Sunderland was a bit higher scoring, it's died off. Southampton, Fulham sounds about right. I'll have to go to my predictions at some point.
Still time for a Rude hat trick, I reckon.
Would be nice. Okay, we've got some news at Goodison Park, where Walter Smith or David Moyes will be concerned. It's Dwight York again. He takes the ball past two players, but it's denied by Richard Wright. Bjornaby then picks up the ball and tries to find York in the area. Wright is there again to deny him. York owners have been very unlucky tonight. So Dwight York with lots of shots. We're over the 1,000 viewer point now. 1,103 I'm making.
Fantastic.
That can't be live.
There's not that many people playing this game, mate.
No. Maybe they will after seeing me and you on stream. Maybe we just bring it in.
Yeah.
The big bucks and the big crowd.
Billy Hadaway has Rude and Sava, the same as me, up top.
That's Rude and Vioso. He's got a goal and assist, so that's not.
Man on podcast is happy about that as well. Same too. Kemp is not happy. He just comments, "Piss off, Rude."
What did I have in my scores? I predicted Chelsea 3, Charlton 0. I predicted Everton 1, Blackburn 1. Leeds 2, Newcastle 1. Man United 4, Tottenham 0. Southampton 2, Fulham 3. Sunderland 1, West Brom 0. And West Ham 4, Man City 1. So I've done all right there, actually. It's not too bad, is it?
You're not far off with a lot of those predictions, actually.
Yeah, Sunderland and West Ham have let me down a little bit there. But the others are almost a goal off it, basically.
So where are we at time-wise? How long we got left in the games?
We are... Well, Rude scored in the 80th minute, so I think we're in the 80th... Yeah, we are in the 85th minute now.
So it's time for the chat to start begging for returns now.
Yeah.
We're at that stage of the evening when there's only 5 minutes left.
So Sunderland getting the job done against West Brom. However, they have not created a single chance since Robert was sent off. A poor second half performance. So hopefully that's at least a Sorensen second half clean sheet for, I believe, about the 50% of people that own him. Have I got the scores right at the bottom? Is Chelsea 1-0?
They got Zola's goal, haven't they? And Hasselbank scored as well, I think.
Yeah, I've not done that.
From memory.
Yeah, Hasselbank. Good job.
So they must have at least 2.
Yeah.
Is it 2-0? I don't remember them conceding.
2-0 it is. What else have we got? Everton are winning 2-1 against Blackburn, I believe. Leeds and Newcastle are 1-1. I'm just checking my scores along the bottom are correct. Man United are winning 3-0. Southampton is 2-2. I've got Sunderland down as 3-0. It's 3-1. I didn't put in the Jason Roberts goal. West Ham, Man City winning 2-1. I believe they are.
Yeah.
Some news from Ellen Road, not a goal, but a chance. So Leeds close late on. He's been anonymous all night, but he sets a big chance late on. Paducah has the ball and clips it in the box for Boya, who volleys inches wide. Shearer and Paducah have not had the most productive of nights. And that is at the 90th minute now.
Yeah, the 90th minute. Mark Dorney wants another McPhail return. Surprised he's got McPhail in the first place, to be fair.
Yeah, that's Barbie or Boya, I would have advised, but what do I know?
84 wants a Stanic goal. That would be popular, I guess. Man and Podcast wants a Gronkia return. Billy Hadaway's looking for 2 guy.
Hasselbank is involved again. He receives the ball from the magnificent Stanic and smashes the ball over. So does that mean Stanic's played well? Clean sheets and maybe
some bonus points if he's got.
Melchot has been subbed off for Bogarde, and an England legend has just rounded off a great evening for his side.
I think Beckham. He's had a good evening, so that would make sense.
No, it is at Stamford Bridge, where the England legend, of course, is Frank Lampard.
Yeah,
Frank Lampard scores for Chelsea. And that assist machine of none has gone off once again. Okay, so we're getting there. So we're pretty much at the end now. Is that the last goal?
There's got to be late drama, surely. Any late drama? A hat trick for Rude we're looking for, aren't we?
I reckon one more goal and then full time on 45.
I think the highest scorer this week is Nunn. He's had a fantastic night.
He's absolutely smashed it.
Adam France in the chat says Pep's going to hate this. Uh-oh.
What's going to upset you? I'm confused now. Zola receives the ball. Zola receives the ball from Hasselbank. He has another shot. No assist, I'm afraid. We go to a popular striker, hat-trick hunting.
Oh, it's got to be an assist, surely.
No, it's done, yeah.
Justice for Zola. These parries off the goalkeeper are not rewarding anyone. Yeah. If people in the chat want assists for shots that come off the goalkeeper, let us know so that Frenchie knows what to do.
Okay, so they teased us with a potential hat trick. I suppose you thought of Rude, but it was actually Sava. So close for him.
That's good.
I spotted the run of Sava. Beat the defenders. That's a painful couple of minutes for you there, where you could have had another goal and assist.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm dreadful tonight. But I did pretty well. I'm hoping I climbed the table because loads of people did the team on the first week and didn't come back for week 2.
Yeah, and we've got to hope that Andy Martin's not top, right? Because we can't go another week of gloating on Twitter.
Oh, he's got to have lost. I think Swiss Wavy was up there, and he's.
Swiss Wavy had a decent first week.
Right, so we are confirmation of full-time whistles. So we are there.
We are there. We are done.
Our final scores being Chelsea 3, Charlton 0. Everton have beaten Blackburn by 2-1. I should probably say this. So, yeah, sorry. Chelsea goals from Zola, Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank, and Lampard. And I believe Lampard and Good Johnson with the assists. So, a good night for Lampard, if anyone's got him there.
Yeah.
Everton winning 2-1. Brzezinski and Carsley and Bernhardt with the goals. And Kevin Campbell, Saunders, and Lee Weifeng with the assists. Leeds 1, Newcastle 1 with Fowler and Dyer getting on the score sheet, and McPhail and Solana with the assists. Manchester United 3, Tottenham 0 with Ruth van Nistelrooy scoring a brace and Beckham scoring a solo. Ryan Giggs supplying 2 assists and David May also chipping in.
Southampton, they were disappointing again.
Yeah. Southampton 2, Fulham 2. Pahars and Delap the goals for Southampton, and Savard, I believe, with 2 for Fulham. Svensson getting assists. I can't remember who got the other assists in that game. Sunderland winning 3-1. 2 goals for McAtee got this disc back, got the 2 goals, and Kevin Phillips scored, and Jason Roberts got sent off for West Brom. West Ham 1, Man City 2, and that was Yoso with a goal and assist for me, Kamara scoring, and Lurkovic scoring as well. So we are getting our first
bonus
points and information in.
We've got West Ham 1, Man City 2. Big wins for the citizens here. Vuoso, the difference maker. Save points. Bywater gets a save point. Schmeichel gets 2 save points. Vuoso with a 10. And Ji Hai and Nicholas Jensen with 1 extra point.
That's a big one with him getting 10 for me there. So
yeah.
You can see 9 shots to 10 shots, so it's a fairly even game. Could have gone each way.
And he gets the 2 bonus for the 10, doesn't he? And he gets 2 for man of the match on top of that. He gets 4 out of that.
Yeah, so that's a really good one. For me. Not much for West Ham. No one scoring 9 and above. Man City there, Vuoso with the assist and the goal and 10 points. As we've mentioned, Ji Hai and then Jensen also with the 9 points as well. So that's a good start for me. I'm happy with that one.
Chelsea 3, Charlton 0. A routine win for Chelsea. Stanic takes man of the match honours. Well, that's going to be popular.
That is popular. That is very good for me.
1 for Bosnich, 1 for Kylie. Man of the match, Stanic. There was no 10-pointers, but Stanic got a 9-pointer. Hasselbank and Good Johnson also with 9s.
Yeah. So 11 shots to 6. Stanic, man of the match. So despite not getting a goal or assist, he's still done well.
He's got the clean sheet.
Lampard's got to be unlucky to get a 7 there.
Yeah. But again, he's going to get a massive haul there, isn't he? Because he's got the clean sheets in both halves.
Yeah. Stanic and Vuoso have pretty much dynamited me this week. That does give me a slight chance of crawling back up the legs.
Everton 2, Blackburn 1. Everton grind out an important 3 points. Save points, Richard Wright 2 points, Brad Friedel none. How is that save points? Frenchie, how does that work?
What, Brad Friedel?
None.
Well, he only made 1 save. They had 3 shots on target. They scored 2.
Yeah, Kevin Campbell with the 2-pointer for man of the match, and there isn't any 10s or 9s in that game, so a pretty dire game, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I just had that on the screen there. 7 shots to 9, nothing that exciting. Nothing great on the player ratings. Kevin Campbell getting the 8. He probably feels a bit.
Dwight York was quite unlucky. He had 4 shots and 3 on target.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important to look at this information for next week. Should have stayed with. If I had stayed with Dyer instead of Duff, I would have been laughing this week.
Yeah.
Pretty happy, but could have been better.
Leeds 1, Newcastle 1. A fair draw in the end. Viduka and Bramble owners will be left wondering where their man of the match is. Safe points: Nigel Martin 1, Shay Given 2. Man of the match 2 for Nobby Solano.
Okay, so even on the shots, 8 shots to 8 each. In terms of the Leeds player ratings, so Viduka. Who did you say got man of the match?
Solano was man of the match.
See, this is what the Viduka got 9, and Solano got man of the match with an 8.
Yeah, so that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it does happen though on these games. So
yeah, because we had 2 players with 9 ratings, Viduka and Bramble.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I missed Bramble as well. Yeah, I don't get that one.
No.
It is what it is. It's an old game, and as much as we love it, it probably has the odd flaw in its system. Okay, Man United.
Yeah, Man United 3, Tottenham 0. Comfortable win for United with a helping hand from Chris Perry. Ruud van Nistelrooy rewarding owners, whereas Giggs matched the Dutchman. Save points: Barthez didn't have any saves, probably because he never had any shots against him.
No, one shot on target, Spurs had.
Sullivan 3 save points. Van Nistelrooy with man of the match and a 10. And a 10 for Giggs and a 9 for Beckham. So Giggs, Beckham, and Van Nistelrooy have cleaned up here.
Yeah.
And Veron owners very unhappy.
Yeah, that's a bit sickening for Veron, who had 4 shots on goal and 3 on target, same as Van Nistelrooy.
Maybe Veron needs to go to the Spa again.
Yeah. David May turning around. Tottenham, no one, 4 ratings all around.
Southampton 2, Fulham 2. Important points for the Saints, who may be slightly disappointed given the stats. Whilst for Fulham, Sava continues his flying start. 1 point for Niemi and 3 points for Van der Sar. Van der Sar was quite busy.
Southampton have had 17 shots on goal, with 9 of those being on target. So Southampton are lucky not to score 3 or 4 there.
Sava got 10. And Paul Telfo, I think you mentioned him.
I did mention Paul Telfo. So we got the 9.
Yeah. You said he might be a defender to go for.
Yeah, again, he could have easily got an assist in a game like that. He did actually have a shot, so he could have scored.
Does he take the set pieces?
He takes the odd penalty.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And Sava with a 10 there. So I don't mind Sava because I went Vioso, so they both worked. I don't feel like I've lost out there.
3-1 to Sunderland against West Brom. Comfortable win for the Black Cats, with Kilban taking his opportunity to impress. 2 save points for Sorensen, so Sorensen owners get some return.
Yep. And the second half clean sheet.
Yeah, that's true. Murphy with 2 points. Kilban with the man of the match. No 10-pointers. Kilban with a 9 and McAteer with a 9. Well, that was expected after their combination for 2 goals.
Yeah. Fairly even game. 10 shots. Sunderland did have 8 on target. 8 shots. West Brom 5 on target. Again, player ratings, as you spoke about, Kilban getting man of the match, McAteer getting his 9. Yeah, I did like some fullbacks this week. They didn't get anything. What did Roberts get? He got a 7. West Brom are fairly solid with 7s there. They'll be all right. They'll be worth it.
Dickerson with a 7. West Brom haven't started too well, have they?
No, they're 2 tough fixtures.
Well, that's it for the matches. We've got a team of the week.
Yep. Okay, so that is there on the screen. I'll try and click it and enlarge it a little bit. It wants to work. Not great. I'm a bit confused by these because obviously last week it was very confusing because you can only have one player from your team. I'm sure they have some logic about it, but for me, obviously, we know Giggs or Beckham would have scored fine. But is it?
You mustn't have scored higher than
maybe Giggs. They look for the top score from that team. So Van Nistelrooy topped it with 12, or maybe 11 or 10 or something.
Yeah, it has to be a valid team as well. Obviously, you can't double up on the players.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
3 points that would be. How many do you think you've got this week?
I presume Vioso got similar to Sava, maybe an 11. Stanek has got 9, so that's 20 already. I don't know, hard to tell. I've got Rude. Yeah, I need to work it out. I'm gonna sit down once the stream's over and figure it out. But I've got 2 players in the team of the week. G High was in my team till 6 o'clock. Been Sava's been in my team most of the week. I didn't really rate Solano for this week, but fair play to him. He keeps doing it. I don't think anyone's ever going to pick Kevin Kilban on Piper. Would have been the one I would have expected from that. But I suppose he was in that position where Sunderland do well. That's probably Mickey Gray or Arca. That scored well from them. Richard Wright, the goalkeepers haven't scored as well this week, but I suppose a cheeky 5-pointer does make a difference in this game.
Yeah, you could have had some of those away players, couldn't you? But you wouldn't have had Kilban. I would have thought as a home player.
No. Okay, and that is so we have the final tweet of the night now on the screen. So thank you very much for informing us of that. It says an overview of the top scorers per position tonight. So I tell you what, they've fixed the problem for us here, haven't they? This is perfect. So Bosnich and with 7 points, Barthez with 6, multiple players scoring 5. For defenders, Stanek with the best one, multiple players scoring 6. Away defenders, G High, Jensen, and Wright of Newcastle. They got a defender. Newcastle.
Where's the team sheets?
I reckon that's a typo from Richard Wright of Everton. Probably a typo. Kilban. Giggs got 12 points. Lampard got 11. Berkovic got 6. Boyer got 5. Solana got 7. Van Nistelrooy got 7. Campbell got 5. Multiple players on 4. And Sava is there. So would that have worked? Could you have done that? You'd have gone Chelsea. Yeah.
They needed the Sunji High Man City player.
Yeah, so I suppose your ideal team this week is you would have picked, I don't know, Richard Wright in goal, let's say, Stanek, G High, Kilban, Solano, Rude, and Sava. That would have been the best possible score you could get, I believe, with a player from each team. So yeah, that's not too bad. Right, we're up to 1,301 viewers on the stream. I don't know how that works, so thank you for all the bots on Twitter for looking at it. Hopefully this stays up on the YouTube channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I thought it would be hard work than what it was. It wasn't that bad keeping up with the type of stuff. It didn't seem possible for me, so hopefully the Man of Pod Boys will be back. But, when in doubt, I can do this with the community on it. So if anyone's interested, like Pep rejoining me again, thanks for being on tonight.
Thanks for inviting me, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for doing all this. I mean, I just came on here for the chat really, and to go through the games.
I can get a few people. I can host I could probably fit 2 or 3 people in, so we could possibly have one where we get a bit of a Saturday panel, so to speak.
Yeah,
that would be the aim. So next time we're on my stream, I'm looking for free people to join me, and we can go from there. So hopefully that'll be you, mate, who joined it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I'm going to click end the stream now and have a quick chat with you after, bud. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening.
See you, everyone.
Yeah. Bye.